Hi, everybody. Wednesday, December 9th, rounding the corner to the holidays. There's breaking news if you're following the governor. Thanks to someone on the campus who forwarded me a note that the governor regrets, but will need to impose or implement, he says, furloughs. 2 days each month starting January 1st, 2021. It's breaking news right now. The governor is going to be doing a press conference via Facebook at 1:30. So I would like to suggest that we end this meeting at 1:30 so that anybody who wants to hear directly from the governor can be watching the Facebook post. So let me get through some of these announcements real quick, and then we'll continue. Angela, if you want to put this in the chat, let me just see if I can get it from here. Hey, sorry, cut and paste. Thanks, Jamie. So this is from the governor. The I is the governor, not me. Wait, I can't direct the state agencies. Okay, so let me get through some of these things and also allow time for questions as we go forward. So a lot of discussion this week with the next steps. We expect the memo from Erica to be coming out, hoping for like end of the week by Friday. And it will show the sort of the derivation, I'm trying to say, of what the work groups recommended, suggested, what the chancellors looked at in what the implications would be of those suggestions, and that will be shared in Erica's memo. What we do on the campus as next steps, I'm hoping that the AGOs will help us determine what is the best process to have those transparent and inclusive conversations on the campus. So the AGOs will be helping us to develop how to move forward on the campus. Some of the implications will be campus specific, and some will be driven by the system. Erica and Mike will be coming to the campuses in January to do follow-ups, because as we've said many times, there is a board meeting on January the 7th, and subsequent to that meeting, Erica and Mike will be coming to each of the campuses to do follow-up conversations, to also do answer questions and stuff like that. So that's going to be happening in January. We're working on what date in January. Then on December 17th, before anything that goes to the board, President Lassner is going to be briefing the State House representatives on December 17th. I don't know what the general tone of the briefing will be, but for certain it will involve some kind of a budget, something. So I don't have the URL for that, but as soon as I know it, I'll share with you. Thanks, Jamie, for putting that link, because I don't do Facebook either. So that's great. Those are the only updates that I have. Any of the other ELT folks want to have an update of anything? Maria, you want to say anything? Did I catch you out, Maria? No, yeah, you want to jump in if you have something to share?
Yeah, I'll just share a little bit. Just some couple reminders. The application to apply for admission has been extended to December 29th, Tuesday. The other thing I'll just share in general for our enrollment numbers, we're still down by about 10, 13%, still above leeward. But I think the biggest concern, not just our campus, but across the entire UHCC system, is our continuing students. So students who are enrolled are not re-enrolling as of right now. So I think across the system, you're looking at about 2,000 students. For us, maybe about two or 300, which is not normal. So, I mean, a couple of different things might be happening. Of course, there's a COVID reason, or students just might be waiting. So, again, I call out for the instructors on the campus. If you could just kind of remind students or encourage students to register for their spring semester, that's really the big population that is missing right now. And then I guess, Maria, before you share, can I have Roman share a little bit about the Fuel for Finals this past Monday? That went really well. But I'm going to have Roman jump on and share a little bit of Fuel for Finals, what it was, and how many people came by.
Hello, all. I'm Roman Sabachi. Thank you all, especially for those who donated either their time, the people who volunteered or donated items. Thank you so much. Fuel for Finals went really well. The students really enjoyed it. It was a collaboration between the Board of Student Activities and Student Congress. And so we collected and bought like around 200 almost 200 of different items like toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, soap, hand sanitizer, and all those things. And we had 200 people RSVP, and we had about 100 people come. And so it went really well. And a lot of the students were really grateful for it. We also had, it was a collaboration also with the food pantry. So the food pantry was there, and they had food pantry items for everyone. And so it's really exciting because a lot of the students didn't even know a food pantry existed, and they didn't know that get items every week. And so I think it was really good for students to see that. And a lot of the students who came were really happy about it. And the way that BOSA and Student Congress like planned it out, it was really well organized. Things were spaced out really well. So it shows a lot of hope in hopefully doing some small in-person events in the spring. So thank you everyone again for all your support, and we will do this again in February.
Okay, terrific. Thanks, Roman. Any questions for Roman? Okay. Maria, anything you want to share?
Okay, Noia already said that the application deadline has been pushed to December 29th. So that therefore means we only have a very short window between, uh, having the students being able to register and canceling low enrolled classes in the beginning of the semester. So I'm going to be sending out to the department chairs the timeline that we all agreed upon. We're in our last day to cancel low enrolled classes. Um, Again, it's going to be a very hard decision to make because we still have all of the students who just applied. However, if you have historically low enrolled classes that you know that every semester you've tried it and it still wouldn't go, or you know that there's going to be very few students who will be more or less know that there are going to be very few students, our students, who's going to be taking it, then you can start canceling classes. However, because of the short timeline, I would request the department chairs to talk to especially the lecturers who might be affected because of classes that might be canceled like last minute. Just give them an idea of, like how things are going so that they're not going to be surprised when you give them, your decision, which is going to be very close to the beginning of the semester. Thank you.
Thanks, Maria. Questions from folks? Okay, Lynn, you'd like to report on Giving Tuesday?
Oh, hi, me already?
Yep.
First, I want to say I just answered the door, and one of our contractors, Ushijima folks, sent this giant bento, 2 of them. So if you're on campus, I'm going to try and figure out a way to share this. I haven't opened it. Maybe I'll put on a mask and sandwich bag it out. I'm not sure. But Louise and Brian, I'll have this in the office. We'll talk about it after the meeting.
But Louise is home.
I know. You want to come in?
No.
Okay, so Giving Tuesday was a huge success. I want to thank our campus and everyone who gives. I know that so many of you give not only on Giving Tuesday, but throughout the year. And I thank you for that, giving to many different initiatives. So the overall grand total that the UH system, may I share?
Mhm.
That the UH system did was, drum roll, $73,177 all in one day. Yay for UH! And it was 436 donors who gave in total. So we began with a tentative goal of 25,000. And then throughout the day, it was going higher and higher. So we raised it to 40. And I thought we stopped there, but overnight it just kept coming. So this is our grand total. If I may share our KCC total, I'm quite proud of how we did. Ta-da-ta-da! $7,919. We're just shy of $8,000. So 38 people donated to KCC. And these are the different areas where they've donated. I want to say, I'm not going to share the exact numbers, but KCC came in top 3. That's right, our campus did top 3. The top campus was UH Manoa, but of course, you know, it's a large campus and it has many different colleges and allocations and funds. They were at 33% of the total. Number 2 was UH Manoa Athletics at 15.2% of the total. So we are the third at 10.8% of the total. So very good, very proud of you all. I'm very grateful to you all. We do have some special gifts for those who gave during Giving Tuesday, and we'll connect with you later. But, you know, it has just been a pleasure working with you all. Thank you for making us look so good. And that's all I have for today. Very proud of you. Thank you very much. Really, to have during this scary time, you know, everybody stepping up and giving more, it has really been inspirational. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Lynn.
Oh, do you have any questions? Let me know.
Anyone else have updates that they'd like to share? Anybody from ELT? Okay. Are there questions from anyone on the Zoom? You can unmute yourself or put it in the chat. Wow, this will be the shortest meeting ever. 1:15. Going once?
Come by the Chancellor's office for Musubi.
Go ahead, Sheldon.
Okay, sorry, just real fast. In preparation for spring 2021, I'm gonna host like a walk-in session in case anyone needs assistance with filling out the spring 2021 application. And then December 15 is our final like virtual open house at 5. So we're gonna just try to do a final push there. So just little things to maybe push the spring 2021 enrollment. Thanks.
Yeah, I think we will be looking at other ways to push the enrollment for spring. Still down, as Noelle pointed out. Okay, Sherry just put some other stuff. If you're finding that students are having a tough time with the application for spring, there's a text number. Thanks, Sherry, for what you're doing with new students.
Louise,
Uh-huh.
I just really quick, I was invited to a meeting this morning. It was the recommendation 2 folks with Joanne, Fern, and Jamie folks talking about SSP, ARPDs, lasers, and the CLRs. And I just kind of, if they're on the line, I kind of wanted to thank them because it was a great meeting. And I know we don't like talking about assessment all the time, but I think where they're going in terms of possibly, you know, bringing all of that together so it's easier to understand and couching it possibly in student success.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to tell them thanks for a great meeting this morning.
Good. Are we going to see the results of that great meeting?
Where's Joanne? Or Fern? Oh, Jamie.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's pretty definite.
I talked to Maria a little bit about what we talked about KSCM, because that was really exciting to be able to really have one place for all our, you know, stuff. Like a lot of different things that we didn't really know that KSCM could even do. So I got to thank Portia and Jody that they're doing amazing work, and they took over from Donovan and Rich Halverson from the previous year. And they're really, you know, they're trying to actually do like a homegrown version, which wouldn't cost us very much if we can get the API from KSCM. But there's a lot of options. So I'm gonna connect Maria with them. So yeah.
Good.
There's a lot of exciting things going on.
Yes, that's an understatement. Other questions? Anything else? Thank you for all the work that goes in behind the scenes. I really appreciate that. Maria, did you want to say something? Sorry, because your yellow rectangle lit up, that's why. Anyone else? Please?
Chancellor, this is Sean from HIC.
Go, Sean.
We just have a quick update. Enrollment for, newly admitted students is definitely looking better for spring than it was in fall. That being said, it's still a low number. I think it's somewhere around 50, but the majority of them are in the credit program. So to Maria's point too, we have orientations coming up in this next week and next couple of weeks. So we'll be working with Mickey and her team to get them registered as quickly as we can. So that's right on the horizon. We have, the next couple of weeks, we have a bunch of orientations in between. That's one thing. As far as continuing students are concerned, it looks like the numbers are going to remain relatively similar to what they were, maybe a slight uptick. So continuing students were probably a little over 400 heading into the spring. From what we've been seeing and hearing from our international kids is that there's still a large population of kids that want to get here. One of the big problems is flights. And then of course, everybody's watching vaccination and so forth, but flight seems to be a large obstacle. And a lot of kids do not, and I don't blame them, but they do not want to go through LA. And a lot of places, a lot of the airlines at this point are requiring them to do so because we do not have many direct flights.
Right.
So that being said, with the vaccines are beginning to come out and so forth, we're trying to get a better understanding of where we're headed for summer and fall. But overall, from what Takashi, Sun, and Sai in particular have been sharing with us, is that there is interest from our traditional populations, Japan, China, and Korea, to get back over here. And so we're optimistic, and not sure how quickly that will move, but we're optimistic that we're moving in. We're going to move in the right direction. And the last thing is with regards to so continuing students. What was I going to say? Oh, Eugene has been working really closely with CVIS. She's been checking in every once in a while. We have been hearing rumors, and we called them and spoke with them directly. They have been telling us that there's some sort of new guidelines that may be headed our way. The last time we got these guidelines, they showed up about now, one month for the fall. They showed up about 1 month before the start of the fall semester.
Yeah.
So that being said, we've been instructing all our international students to register in similar fashion to what we've done for fall. I cannot foresee them tightening up the restrictions with regards to in-person classes. So my sensing is that will not return to what it was pre-COVID, especially given the numbers we're at and so forth. But we are instructing the students to go ahead and register in similar way to what they did for fall, but keep an eye on their emails, because once we receive that information, we'll be sharing it with the students and the advising and the staff team, faculty team on the campus.
Okay. There have been also ongoing conversations about offering online programs internationally. So I think probably we should sit down with you guys at HIC and let you know what has been discovered through conversations at the system level about international online programs. And I think I asked OFI to see if they could get us some data on how many students are taking classes from their home overseas. So we'll see if we can get that information to find out how much that's happening in spite of our, well, not in spite of, but we're not doing a big promotional campaign, do your online program at Kapiolani, but some of our continuing students chose not to return to the campus, but continue their classes online. So I was hoping to find out exactly how many that might be, since we don't have to track them in CVIS and we may not necessarily know. So we'll see. Other things that anybody would like to share or ask? If I might make a personal plea, these next couple of months are going to be a challenge as we get our information together, as we make the proposals to the Board of Regents, as things come into play, conversations about how are we going to adjust for efficiencies on the campus as well as at the system. I urge you, please ask for information so that you can get accurate information. Be very mindful of people who would say, I heard that, or did you know that, or somebody told me that. Ask the person who is most likely to know the answer, if that's your department chair, your unit head, your dean, your program administrator, your vice chancellor, or me. Please ask to get accurate information. So much harm can happen because people don't have accurate information and share it, or hear partial information and share it. A lot of emotional strife happens when people hear something, it may not be true, and they are operating as if it is true and create series of movies in their heads about what that means for them. So please, I urge you, check on the information that you're given. I really don't want people to be reacting to partial or misinformation. There are facts that you can check. please ask. There is never harm in asking a question. And I worry about all of the folks that are sharing information that may not be accurate. This is a time when there will be lots of those kinds of conversations. I urge you, please check with somebody. I heard that. Ask, is this true? It's hard enough when it is true, but if it's not true, then you would save a lot of people a lot of grief by not repeating information that isn't true. So please do ask. I'm going to end right now. We have another campus Zoom next week, and then we'll break for the holidays. So as we've said many times, take care of yourself. Also, you give to your students, you give to your colleagues. Please make sure you take time out for yourself so that you can maintain your stamina and your positive disposition, which is really important. It's 1:27. Oh, it's Hanukkah. I should email my brother and wish him happy Hanukkah. My brother is Jewish. These things happen. Families are funny things. So there are multiple ways that you can connect with Governor Ige's press conference. You can just scroll back in the Zoom. Darsh has put in a Zoom in the chat that if you can't do Facebook and don't want to be bothered, he has set up a Zoom. So that's, just check for Darsh's name in the chat box and you can copy that one down. And he just did it again, that guy. So it's right there for you if you want to copy paste that one. Okay, everybody, take a deep breath. We're going into Ige land, and take care, you guys. We'll see you next week. You can unmute yourself and say, bye, everybody. Be happy.
Bye.
Bye. Be happy.
Everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Be happy.
Bye, son.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.